All right, firing up early today, y'all. Getting it going early today. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Got some big blessings, big plans on today. It's a beautiful, blessed day. We're going to continue to walk in love and light and let God guide us and keep us. All right. Today I just want to speak on what's artificial. Today's word I want to speak on is the things that's artificial, the things that we hold so dear to ourselves that's artificial to us. That's really what I want to touch on today and speak on today. Let me go share this live, people. Everybody on the live, you know what I'm saying? Blessings and love. Blessings and love everybody out there on this Sunday, man. I just want to touch bases with everybody today and really get people locked in, because it's often in life we spend time focusing on the things that's artificial, overlooking the things that's natural. We're trying to build things that God's trying to take away from us. We're trying to make things work that's not meant to work. I think that's why we get in a lot of positions that we be in life. We're so focused on building the things that's artificial that we forget about the things that's natural. So my dad is coming on live at 11 o'clock with me, but I just felt like I want to talk about the artificial, the things that we spend so much time on doing that's not meant to be. We take so much of the energy and things God much time on doing that's not meant to be. We take so much of the energy and things God has. We end up in the positions we end up in. And when I sit back and focus on life and things that I've done in life and places I've been, I spent too much time creating something that's artificial, overlooking the things that's natural. I spent too much time focusing on the artificial love than building on top of the natural love that was given. I spent too much time chasing women, fame, fortune, possessions, the artificial things in life, overlooking the positive and the natural things in life. The things that God set before me, I spent my life chasing the things that I wanted to have. And when I got those artificial things, it ended up taking away the natural things that was inside of me. What you mean? What I mean by that? Think about it. The natural love, the natural care, the natural commitment, the natural drive that you had inside of you. When you chased these things and found these things that you wanted so badly, it stripped away everything inside of you, right? It took away your drive. It took away your hope. It took away your peace. It took away your mindset. It took away all the things that you've been chasing and building since you was a kid. I remember growing up as a kid, I was a very kind, loving child. As I got older, I became colder. As I got older, I became treacherous. I became more evil, more wicked, because I got rid of the natural things and replaced it with the artificial things. The things that the world told me that will help me, the things the world told me that will guide me. I took the natural things and replaced it with the artificial things, and then it ended up affecting me and stripping away everything I had in me already. Think about your life. Think about your own personal life. Think about the times that you gave up something that you had for something that you wanted. And when you got it, you realize it's not what you wanted. How many times have we given up what we had to get something we wanted, just to get it and realize this ain't what we want? I realize there's so much in life. That's why I'm saying today I want to speak on the artificial things. The things that's artificial, the things that is causing our lives and our minds not to be where it need to be, the things that's causing us to lose focus, the things that's causing us to be set astray and blinded and lost. That's what I'm talking about today. And I really want to focus on these things because a lot of people don't pay attention to that aspect of life. A lot of people so busy trying to connect with something that's not meant to connect with you, and therefore it causes you to disconnect from what's already inside of you. I represent my mom every Sunday. My mom just passed away in February. And I think about the time I spent chasing the worldly possessions. Russell, you're right. The only thing that matters, and that's family. Love, family, support, help. That's the only thing that matters in this life. I realized chasing the artificial things, the things that the world told you that you should need and want, ultimately always lead you into misery, despair. Why does the Bible say, come as humble as a little child? Why does the Bible tell you to be as humble as a child? Because when you're a child, you're innocent. You're loving, you're kind, you're happy. The world is what makes you colder, the issues within the world. So that's why the scripture tell you, come to heaven as a little child, be as humble as a little child. And when I started realizing this in life, man, all these artificial things is taking me from my natural state of being. All this artificial, just like with food, they put all that artificial flavors in that food. It causes you to get sick, right? Just like in life, you're chasing artificial love. What is artificial? Something that you working and trying to make work and put together for yourself, that's artificial. So you spend the time chasing artificial love, artificial help, artificial romance, artificial relationships. It is stripping you from all the natural things that's inside of you. The natural love you had, the natural commitment you had, the natural faith you had, the natural kindness you had, the natural gentleness you had. Now all these artificial relationships you made your heart cold. All these artificial business deals you made you not trust nobody. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. All the things that you focused on throughout your life that you wanted so badly caused you to lose everything you had. The time you spent running after that woman, the time you spent running after that man caused you to lose everything you had. Right? So today, I encourage you, do not lose the natural things you have, chasing the artificial things of this world. Past couple of days, I've been focusing a lot lately. Focusing on happiness and love and joy, and focusing on the things that brings me joy and happiness. And I realize the things that bring me joy and happiness are the things that has always brought me joy and happiness. It's no different. It's no different. Like in my life, I've chased so many artificial things that I realize the only thing that keeps me who I am is the natural things that I love and like. What is that? Happiness, peace, patience, kindness, the fruits of the Spirit. When you speak on the fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, these are things that I need in my life. These are the natural things that God has given us, but we move that out the way and try to chase the artificial things. What are the artificial things? Women, men, cars, careers, jobs, houses, all of these things that we chase ultimately strips us of all the natural things that God has already given us. That man broke your heart, now you don't trust nobody. That woman broke your heart, now you don't trust no woman. That job laid you off, now you stressing about finances. When will it ever end? When will it ever end? When will you realize that nothing artificial can replace the natural things that God has given you? Nothing artificial can replace the natural things that God has given you. There's nothing artificial that can replace the natural life that God has given you. There's nothing artificial that can replace the peace that God has given you. Nothing. And when will you realize that? When will you finally tell yourself the dreams and the things that you're chasing will ultimately lead you down a rabbit hole, a black hole, a dark hole of depression? When will you finally realize that the depression that you're facing is because you're chasing something you're not meant to have? When will you realize that? When will you realize that the disappointment that you're feeling is because you're in a place that God don't want you to be? When will you realize that? I had to realize that recently, that I am enough. When will you realize that you're enough? When will you realize that your life is not going to change until you make a change? That's the way I think about life. And that's the way you should think about life. Chasing artificial things will cause you to lose all the natural things in your life. Everything. Your health, your wealth, all the things that money can't buy. Chasing the things that money can buy will cause you to lose everything that money can buy. Sorry, money can't buy. Chasing all the things that money can buy will cause you to lose everything money can't buy. Let me say that again. Chasing all the things that money can buy will cause you to lose everything money can't buy. Your sound mind, your peace, your love, your freedom. These are the things, if you don't focus on the natural things in life, the materialistic and the artificial things in life will cause you to lose everything that you ever worked for and had. As a child, I was thinking about the other day, rest in peace, moms, rest in peace, mom. Mom just passed away February. But I thought as a child, where did I go wrong at? How did I come from a child, loving child, a kind child, a happy child, to this man I became over the years, a ruthless man, seeking revenge, a hurtful man? Where did it go wrong at? Because I allowed the things of this world, the artificial things, to strip me of all the natural things I had inside of me. Miss Jones, I appreciate the love and thank you. I lost everything. Good job, man. House. Why did this happen to me? I'm a God-fearing woman. Sometimes you gotta lose everything in order to get everything. Sometimes you have to lose everything just to gain everything. What's everything? See, a lot of people say, I lost everything, but what is everything? What is everything? What means everything to you? Maybe you should change what everything means to you before you say you lost everything. Because if you lost everything, that means you lost your life, your health, your freedom. That's really your peace. That's really everything. When you say I lost everything, everything is really the natural things. So you got to really understand. I used to be the same way. I lost everything. Listen, I was facing time inside the joint, fam. Listen, I wasn't always doing this. I was outside, for real. I had a stroke in 2024, for real. Like, seriously, I had a stroke in 2024. I was almost inside of that. I was out here wilding, thugging, living my life, having unprotected sex with many women in life. I used to think I lost everything. God, why this happened? Why me? God told me he didn't put me through it. He got me through it. He didn't put you through it. He got you through it. You got to remember that every day. And stop chasing the things of this world. And start re-evaluating what everything means to you. Stop re-evaluating what everything means to you. Like, you really got to focus. Truly blessed. Good day, kings and queens. Praying, everyone. Yeah, we're going to have a beautiful, blessed day. Today is a day of gratitude, of strength. We're not going to be afraid today. We're going to walk in love and life. But I want y'all to start reevaluating your life. And start reevaluating the things that you're seeking. Start reevaluating. I had one 2018 at 26. I had a stroke 2024, 40 years old, 42 years old. I had a stroke 2024 at 42 years old. At 40 years old, rather. I asked God, why this happened to me? What's going on? What's the issue? But you got to think about it. I had to lose everything to gain everything. I had to be stripped of I was an angry person at one point in time. I was very angry, upset. I was very mad. I was very vengeful, hurt, regretful. And that stroke really brought me back to reality, to understand who I really was and who I really was supposed to be. God had to remove the artificial to build on the natural. That's the difference. Don't you understand? Even when you're buying food. When you buy food, the artificial food costs less than the natural food. Why? Because the artificial food can be duplicated and made again and again and again. Pay attention. The artificial food can be made again and again and again, duplicate. Natural food takes time. So again, the artificial things in life you chasing is temporary. It don't last long. The natural things, that's the thing that lasts forever. Life, peace, patience, love, commitment, joy. These are the things that we should be chasing, the natural things. But there's a price you got to pay for the natural things. The price is a little higher than the artificial thing because it lasts longer. So you might have to lose everything just to gain patience. You might have to lose everything in regards to this world to gain patience. You might have to lose that man or that woman to gain love for yourself. You might have to lose that job in order to think about the career or the entrepreneurship that you have in your mind. These are things that might have to happen just so you can have longevity in the natural thing. You might have to lose the artificial thing to have longevity in the natural thing. And when you understand that, then you're at peace with yourself. There's no way that you could be at peace with somebody else but at war with yourself. We fight so hard to remain peaceful with someone else, but yet we have a war going on in our own minds. And this is what I want to focus on today. Stop focusing on the artificial things and build on the natural things. And the more you spend, the more time and dedication you spend on chasing something you're not supposed to have, you're going to lose everything that you already got. And that's what I want to share with y'all today. And I really want y'all to focus on the life you live in and the decisions that you're making. Because a lot of us making decisions based on what we feel like we want. And when we get it, we realize this ain't what we bargained for. This ain't what we wanted. But it's too late. You got it. You lost it. Like, I told one of my partners back in the day, man, I said, that's a heck of a trade, bro. He's like, what you mean? I said, it's a heck of a trade to give up everything for nothing in return. So what you mean, bro? Fam, you gonna give up your happiness and your peace for nothing in return? You're gonna mindset is everything. You're gonna give up the happiness and peace for nothing in return? You're gonna give up your freedom to make decisions for nothing in return? You're gonna give up the friendship with this person that really love you or this relationship with this person that really care for you for somebody who don't even care about you? Is this what we doing? That's a heck of a trade, y'all. Y'all giving up everything that God has given you for nothing. The artificial things and materialistic things of this world means nothing. That's why it can be duplicated and duplicated and duplicated and duplicated over and over again because it means nothing. It's worthless. Anything that can be duplicated over and over again is worthless. And when I realized that in life, when I realized that chasing all the artificial materialistic things in life ultimately led me to nothing, I stopped chasing it. I started chasing the natural things in life, the peace, the love, the happiness, the joy, the understanding, the compassion. These are the things going to make me last forever. Monk, what's happening with you? That's what I started chasing. Not listening to what people say. Not allowing what people do to affect me. Do what I need to do. Yeah, we on the right line. We on the right frequency today. I encourage you today, stop chasing these artificial things. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 20, 30 years old. you sit back and realize all the things you've been chasing, all the people you've been chasing, all the people you've been following led you nowhere. You ever realize that? All the things you've been chasing and you wanted so badly left you nowhere because it was artificial and it meant nothing. Anything that's man-made can be made again. Anything that God made can only be made once. Pay attention. Anything that's man-made can be made again. Anything that God made can only be made once. Ms. Jones said, we idolize creations and forget the creator. When the creations are removed, you get to lean on God. But what's crazy is, Ms. Jones, what's crazy is a lot of us lean on the creation. So when the creation is removed, we end up falling because we leaning on something without a solid foundation. You basing your faith on something that means nothing. Imagine believing and hoping in something that means nothing. Imagine that. Imagine on focusing on something that means nothing. Imagine giving everything you got for something that means nothing. Imagine that. Imagine devoting all your time into a relationship or a business or a woman or a man, and you give all you got and you get nothing in return. Imagine that. How many of y'all did that in life? How many of y'all, as you sit back, I sat back and looked at my life the other day, 42 years of living, 42 years old right now. 42 years of living. I've given so much and got so little. I've done so much, but yet I'm nowhere. Everything I have, God has given me. Everything that I have that I gave to somebody, they haven't given me back in return. I realized that everything I've done, I got back from God, not from the person I gave it to. Not from the job, not from the career, not from the business, not from the business I started. I started a business. I came to Atlanta, Georgia. I started a business. I've made more money doing consulting businesses than I've done with the business I started. This is how I understood chasing the artificial things of this world, chasing name and status and positions, and it leads you nowhere. It's going to lead you down a rabbit hole. You're constantly chasing validation, constantly chasing possessions. It said, Monk said, my husband goes to church every Sunday, post scriptures, but living a lie. It's made me feel distant from God. Again, Monk. Beat, Monk. Again, putting your faith in something that is artificial causes you to lose faith in God, then that's a problem. Causing you to put faith in something that is not real, to cause you to lose faith in something that is real, that's a problem. I did. God had to remind me he's bigger than everything I put into focus. He blessed me. Yeah, I know. Miss Jones, what's everything? Like I said, Monk, you put all your faith in something that's not real and lose faith in something that is, that's crazy work. Like you created a fantasy in your mind. This husband that you love so much, you said is living a lie. So you put confidence and hope in something that's not true, and it caused you to lose faith in something that is. Your priorities is mixed up. Your life is mixed up. How come when we go through hard times and situations and difficult times, we losing faith in God? God ain't do this to us. How come when we go through things in life, oh God, this, God, I lose faith in God. You believed in something that wasn't real to give up on something that is. That's crazy. I just wonder how God, Monk said, I just wonder how God let us get married if he wants to entertain other women. What you mean, God? God ain't let you do nothing. You made a choice. God, you made that choice. God ain't, Pearl. Say that again, Pearl. We are free to choose. You got a choice. You had a choice to marry that person, to sleep with that person, to deal with that person. I make choices every day not to deal with people, sleep with people. I'm not finna put myself in no situation where I got to crawl my way up out of. You got a choice, Monk. If he cheating on you, creeping on you, mistreating you and handling you wrong, divorce the man then. Respectfully. Jones. You say my job, my home, my job, health, plans for the future, security. Yo, Miss Jones. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Jones. You are a blessed and highly favored woman. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That's right. I need more blessed and highly favored people in my life because all this psychotic ways of thinking and living and oppression and depression ain't what's happening. And I'm cutting everybody. They getting clipped like a toenail. I told somebody the other day, they getting clipped like a toenail. It said, we prayed, went to church. I thought God was joining us. His true colors came out after the marriage. You got a choice, man, to stay with him or you don't. But don't live your life in misery trying to withhold a position or a possession or a status. Like I said, stop chasing the artificial things in this world, trying to find the positive things in this life. You chasing the negative things in this world, trying to hold on to something that's destroying you instead of holding on to something that's helping you. That's crazy. And then you blame God for it. I'm still in the word. Feel like I'm wrong in God's eyes if I divorce him. Listen to what I just said. You holding on to something that's destroying you. You won't let it go, even though it's destroying you. And then you blame God for that? You're in a relationship with a person that's destroying you, but then you turn around and blame God for that? That's confusing to me. Like this person is literally destroying you. This thing that you're addicted to is destroying you. The decisions you have made in life has destroyed you, got you in the position you in, but you blaming God for that and you keep making the same choices. That's like psychotic to me. Sleeping with all these men, different men and women, doing what you doing, got you where you at, and you still trying to do it? That's crazy. Using paraphernalia, eating McDonald's and Burger King got you high blood pressure and all this stuff and all situations, and you still eating it? That's like psychotic, right? To me. You say this man is treating you wrong. He's sleeping around different women, doing you badly, treating you bad, and you gonna stay with him? And you blaming God for that? That sound crazy. Respectfully. I don't deal with psychos. As soon as somebody show me a sign, a psychoticness, I'm out of there. He said, I'm not blaming God. I'm just in a state of confusion. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Have a talk with your husband. Have a talk with your husband and ask your husband, why are you treating me this way? Listen to his answer. If his answer don't make sense, if his answer gets you confused, then you know it's time to go. Respectfully. If you ask somebody that say they love you, why they treat you the way they treat you, and they don't have a clear or uncomplicated answer, it's time to go. It's time to go. Pray and ask God to give you an escape route. Just like you prayed and asked God to get in that, pray and ask God to show you how to get up out of there. Time to go. We can't hold on to nothing artificial to let go of the things that's natural. If you know deep down inside you need to leave that man, then what you doing? If you know deep inside, what was his answer? When you asked him why he cheating on you and abusing you and mistreating you, what was his answer to you? What did he say? Well, what did he say? Because I ain't got to ask nobody why they doing me wrong. I already know why they doing me wrong, because they trying to come up off me. I already know. I'm emotionally and mentally checked out. He turns out around on me. I don't know what you talking about, fam. Or he tell it and give you the silent treatment. Ain't nothing else you need to hear, man. Stop asking questions and start praying and asking God to show you a way up out of there. Stop asking that man questions. Anybody who watching me right now, stop allowing the artificial things in this life to strip you of the natural things that God is trying to give you. Stop making permanent decisions for temporary situations. Stop allowing your mind and emotions to take control over you. Because I'm telling you, with me, people only got two to three. It was one. Once upon a time, like the Disney movie, it was one. But now people got 2 to 3 times to show me who they are, and I'm clipping them. Respectfully. I'm bringing my dad on. Hold on one second, y'all. Respectfully.
Morning.
Blessing.
We blessed.
I start going live every day at 10:30.
Oh, okay.
10. So I set the mood, then I add you on there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes, sir. All right, so today it seems impossible. I think I've gotten to that point. You'll leave when enough is enough. It may take you a while. Let me tell y'all something today. Do you have family? She asked you got family. Let me tell y'all something today. Chasing the artificial things in life to get rid of the natural things in life will cause you to be in a position you don't want to be in. So today we talk about the artificial versus the natural. What I would say to y'all, like anybody who watching, the things you've been doing in life has been hurting you. It will always hurt you. Nothing will change. If it's been hurting you, it will keep hurting you.
Right.
To allow something to strip you of all you have because you're trying to get it, it's not a fair trade.
Right.
For you to give up your peace of mind, your happiness, your joy, just to gain a relationship, just to gain a job, a career. Don't you understand? Today I'm talking to y'all, man, today. Don't y'all understand that the artificial things in life cannot replace the natural things in life? I told him today, Dad, right. It's a reason why you go to the store and can buy an artificial food and it's cheaper than natural food.
Right.
Because artificial food is a less of a cost.
Right.
Natural food is higher cost.
Right.
The reason why natural food is a higher cost because it's better for you and it lasts longer.
Right.
For you in your body, in regards to your body, it lasts longer.
Right.
It deteriorates fast. Like if you get a natural banana, it's not gonna last long if you don't eat it.
Right.
The artificial one gonna be there for years and days and months and that's the artificial thing. That's what I'm saying. Like the relationships you're in, the artificial relationship is lasting you 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years because it's artificially made. It's made to look good on the outside, but if you eat that, it's going to deteriorate in your body, hurt you inside.
Right.
The natural thing ain't going to last long outside. That's why God say renew your mind daily. Take my daily bread. Because that natural thing ain't going to last long outside. It's going to last inside. So God wants you to put the peace inside of you, the patience inside of you, the love inside of you so that it can last longer. A lot of us spend so much time, we love the artificial thing because it look good. I'm in this marriage, I look good. I'm in this house, it look good. I'm in this car, it look good. It's lasting longer on the outside, right, but in the inside, it's destroying you. So I'm talking today to everybody out there that's focusing on the artificial things in life. Focusing on the things that God didn't give you. Ultimately, if you want it so bad, you're going to lose everything you already got. That's where my mind at today.
Yeah, artificial. That's why they call it artificial. And that's why things are called real. You have to divide or separate the two. Just like truth and things that are not true. Just like light and darkness. You can't compare darkness with light because light exposes darkness. When light come on the scene, darkness have to flee. Your life, you have made up in your mind you live an artificial life because your thought pattern. You allow those seeds to take roots in your mind. You live in a double life. You say, I'm doing the things what I see others doing, but it have a great deal of effect on you, and you're constantly doing it, but you say, I don't feel good about what I'm doing. Because you're going through a fake, you're being flake. You're being disposed because your conscience telling you to stop. But you know, sometimes we pretend to be so strong in life. We get to the point where nobody could tell me what I'm doing. I know I'm doing right. And your body's crying out to you, stop, stop, stop. But sometimes we won't stop. Until we hit something head on. And once you hit that head on collision, then we realize I should have took that good advice. When you hear things that good gonna help you, heed to it. Hold on to it. Nourish and cherish those things. Because that's a sign. It'll make you better. But when you don't, it will break the average person. Same thing happened. Same thing happened to Samson. He was the strongest man in the world. You can have everything you have, everything you got in life, everything you gain in life, and you can lose it overnight. So this is the key here. Chase after what's real. The Israelites chased after false things. They made grave image. They made a bull. They made all these things opposite from the God. And that's what we do in life. We make celebrity God like they're going to help us. And we find out the only one going to help us is God.
And like I said, for me, and that's a very true point, because what people don't understand about the word celebrity comes from the word celestial.
Okay.
Celestial is like the stars in the sky. It's like the celestial beings, like the angels and the things. That's what people don't understand. The word celebrity comes from the word celestial. So when you look up to these celebrities, you're looking up to them as God.
Right.
These are artificially made gods. Mm-hmm. And that's why they always disappoint you and let you down. Right. People that I grew up with, and you know, people that I grew up with, admiring rappers and actors and all. I met these people, and I come back, Dad, man, these people weird. These people this, these people that, and these people. It's because they're artificially made gods. Yes. Artificial. All this thing that you're looking at in life is artificial. The only thing you do with God will last. So I had to sit back and understand today. Why am I trying to eat something that's bad for me? Wow. Just because it looked good and it lasts longer. When I go to the gas station, I was just talking to somebody about this, and I was just in the gas station. I was talking to a few people about this. Okay. You go to the gas station and you buy something from the gas station and you eat it. You very rarely look at the expiration date. Wow. When I go to the gas past year or two, 2 years, about ever since my stroke, okay, I go, and when I buy something from the gas station, I look at the expiration date.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
And it's most of the time, Most of the time, it's
Past days.
expired. Most time, it's expired.
Yes.
Especially something that's like on the healthier side.
Right.
It's expired because it's been sitting on the shelf so long.
Nobody buy it.
Nobody buy it.
Right.
It's expired, but it looked like it's good.
Right. You're right. You're right.
You looking at it. You look at this bar. This bar sugar free, low sugar bar. Okay, it's good. It looks good. It looks intact,
Right.
but it's expired. That's what the artificial could, because the artificial things in life is just like that.
Yeah.
It looks good, but it's expired, and if you eat it, it's going to destroy you on the inside.
Absolutely.
But remember about the natural things now. The natural things in life, when it expires, you can tell.
You can tell. Yeah, you have
a fruit when it's no good,
it's great.
It'll turn on you.
Right. Yeah.
It'll turn.
Yeah.
Y'all follow me. Follow me now.
Right.
This is what discernment God is showing you. Like, it'll turn on you.
Yes.
Quick.
Yeah.
So when God puts somebody in your life, let's say the natural things, when God puts somebody in your life, it will turn on, it'll show its true colors to you. It'll turn on you to know, so you know that it's not good for you. Time is up.
Right.
That marriage that you in, that relationship that you in, that job that you in, it'll turn on you to show you time is up. But the artificial things the world send you, it'll never turn on you. It'll always keep you confused, thinking, oh, this might be good, this might not be good, this might be good, it might not be good. Just like the artificial things, the cookies and the hamburgers and the fries.
Right.
They did one experiment where they took a hamburger. I mean, a certain restaurant hamburger.
Okay.
Put it inside of a jar. They set it in the jar for like 2-3 years. The hamburger never changed.
Wow, it's plastic.
Right, never molded, never deteriorated.
Gee.
Never, none of the above.
Wow.
So imagine
that's somebody down body.
Imagine that going in your body. This what we doing, but this what we do in life. The artificial things, the things that we arguing about, chasing, the things we focus on. We eating that stuff not knowing it's expired. God ain't want this for us.
Right.
But we still trying to take it. We still trying to enjoy it. We still trying to embrace it. We still trying to hang around with it. We still trying to connect to it. And God say, listen, time is up.
Right.
I didn't mean this for you no more. It's over.
Right.
So that's why I say today, chase the natural things, because the natural and I'm gonna tell you what the natural things to me, the fruits of the spirit. Okay. So we talking about fruit. Yeah. The fruits of the spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, meekness, faith, and self-control. Okay. If in life, wherever there isn't peace, it shows immediately. Yeah, absolutely. Like I told you about that natural fruit.
Yes, yes.
Then auction house, what's going on? Blessing and love. Oh man, Dano, what's happening? Like I told y'all about the fruits, the natural fruits, they turn on you when it's bad. When there's no peace, you can see that immediately.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When there's no patience, you can see that immediately.
Yeah.
Love, joy. When there's no love, you can see that immediately.
Yes, yes.
When there's no joy, you can see that immediately. Yeah. But the artificial things in the world, it always got something covering it, blinding you from seeing what it really is. They put the coat in the gold plated. They played it in gold. Like I was telling you, remember I told you that story? I had a Cuban link bracelet. Thick Cuban link, 14 karat gold Cuban link. Mm-hmm. I took it to sell to the guy, see appraise. So he started cutting into my jewelry.
Right.
I'm like, bro, what you doing, fam? Like, hold on now, what you cutting in my jewelry for? Even you ask, you can't check it no other way.
Yeah, you want to get the realness.
The man cutting into the jewelry, cut deep into the jewelry, just so he could see what's underneath that layer.
Yeah.
To see if this solid gold. Mm. Because on the outside, it's gonna look like the artificial thing's gonna look like gold because it's coated 4-5 times, plated gold, 4-5 times plated. That's why he had to dig so deep. This is why in life we got to do the same thing with God, though.
Yes.
That's why the natural things are so deep. It's so hard to find. It's like a treasure. It's like an artifact.
Yes.
It's like finding an artifact in the desert. It's like finding an artifact. That's why artificial is like the word artifact, because the artificial things are artifacts, which means they're like past things. They're all expired. They don't exist.
Right. They don't.
They don't really exist. Nothing artificial really exists because it can be duplicated a million times.
Yes.
That it means nothing for real. But we and you could expound on this. We base so much of our lives and commitment on the artificial things and not the natural things.
Yeah, because we want to be accepted.
Right.
We feel like so many people doing wrong, so I don't want to be odd. I'm gonna do wrong too. Say the more wrong I do, everybody won't notice it, but you notice it. You're doing things that it's unordinary. It's just destroying you. But you go through life every day doing it. It's a routine. It's a habit. It's mixed emotion. Trying to make something real and you know it's not real. You're using ingredients in food and it tells you that it's harmful to your health. Back in the days, I don't know if they still have this on a cigarette or not. It says smoking is harmful to your health. People say, I ain't gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna do it anyway.
They're doing it.
And now people become so affected by that because the mindset. Say my foreparents did it, so why can't I do it? Because we're supposed to be more intelligent, we're supposed to do research, but we become lazy and we take the things that are easy for us, but yet it's devastating in our lives. Someone tells you, say, that's wrong. You say, well, they can't tell me that's wrong. I'm grown. I'm an adult. But you act like a child. Something gonna save your life, you fight against it, and then when it destroy you or hurt you, you're sitting there with a sad face now. All that get understanding to know the device of this world is set out to cause you to spend all you have. You eat all these artificial things. Now you got to pay all that you work for. You got to pay the doctor because you didn't do no research to prevent these things from happening in your life. Because you're saying I'm able to take care of myself, but how can you take care of yourself if you have understanding? You're just like a wanderer, a blind man with a fold, something over his eyes, and he can't see and say, I know where I'm going. But you got to see where you're going. You got to hear the truth or to examine it. You have to just stop for a moment and find out what make you happy and what make you sad. Some things on TV I don't much watch anymore because it'll discourage you. It'll have you so sad, and these people make millions of dollars on this. You sit there and watch that program. Now you're so mad. You get so angry because you don't waste all your day watching TV and you haven't accomplished anything. But it was on you. You have to take control of your life today. Say, I'm going to do the best thing. I'm going to make my life better. Not only because to please God, but so I can be healthy, to take care of myself, so I can take care of somebody else.
I don't think nobody in life, I think majority of people just okay with saying that they're doing it.
Right.
Saying that saying I'm healthy, I'm this, like the artificial things, but mentally and emotionally, they're not doing well. Like mentally, you still confused. Mentally, like, you got the money, the cars, the career, the job, all these things you have, but mentally and emotionally, you still broken.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people just put so much emphasis on the artificial things and connecting with something that is not solid. Just so, like we was talking earlier, and it was like leaning on God or leaning on the artificial thing. A lot of us lean so much on the thing that's not real.
Right.
And then when that start collapsing, when it starts shaking, then we fall.
Right.
Now we trying to find somebody to blame.
Yeah. Yeah.
You the one who was leaning on that. You knew that God showed you that thing wasn't real. He showed you that was artificial, it was fake, it wasn't solid. But you chose to make something that was shaky into your foundation.
Yeah.
You chose chasing the artificial things instead of chasing the natural things.
Right.
I realized the past couple of days, I realized how important joy is.
Oh man.
Happiness.
Yes.
Peace.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know, honestly, I didn't even know how important joy and smiling and
That's life.
happiness was.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy trying to obtain the artificial things in this world.
Wow.
I didn't know how important the natural things were.
And that's like finding hidden treasures in life.
Yes.
And when you find those hidden treasures, you can use the value until you open and see what's inside. You see the value of like happiness and joy. I say, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. But we're seeking things that make us sad. We're doing things that cause us to have pain. So the thing that we do to cause us to have pain, we can't have no joy. We put our trust in everything else but God.
Yes.
Like everything else gonna work. Nothing work but God.
Well, God.
Everything else fail but God. He says, the word of God tells us, all thy get understanding. But we become lazy with ourselves. But we become famous with somebody else.
Right.
We run to help somebody else, but we walk to help ourselves.
Most definitely. That's real. That's real. That's definitely real. And I was talking about that earlier too, so that's real.
Right.
Go ahead.
And we're running. We're almost out of breath.
To help somebody else.
Yeah, but when it comes up, we're just strolling like a snail. Lord, help me, Lord. Help me, Father God. That I can never understand why we don't cherish our lives. Because we live in this world, this big old world that we see, and we want everything in this world, but we don't want to help ourselves. And that's what caused the problem. That's why so many people are angry. That's why so many people are off track. That's why so many people going through what they're going through. Because they'll take time out for yourself. You got to take time out for yourself to enjoy yourself, to help yourself, to develop who you really are. If you take time out, you become like something spoiled. And when something gets spoiled, they have an odor to it. It smells. And that's when you hurt yourself, physical, spiritual. Because we're a three-part being. We're soul, spiritual, and body. Find out what makes you happy, first of all. Find out what's pleasing, what's wholesome, what loving, what kind. Find out gratitude. And find out all these things.
I want to touch on this. Chasing the things of this world, the artificial things, building it from the ground up. Once you build it, you realize this ain't what you wanted.
And not only that, you don't have no foundation.
Your foundation shaky, you realize this ain't what you wanted. Now you're trying to knock it down. Now when you knock it down, you start to realize, hold on, I don't have the right tools to knock it down, because the tools you need to build it is different from the tools you need to knock it down.
Right. Absolutely.
And I realized this in life.
Right.
Just demolition. Like when you building a house, there's specific tools you need to build it. You can't use the same kind of tools to knock the house down.
Right.
There's a whole different set of tools. Yeah. So a lot of times in life, that's why God be trying to tell you, avoid the artificial things. Right. Because you building it from scratch. Like when we made boba tea. That's all it's all artificial for the most part. So we building it from scratch. Yeah. So if I were to go back in and try to take the syrup out the boba, I can't do that. I got to pour everything out.
Start all over again.
Start all over again.
Right.
So this is what people don't understand. Like that's why God is trying to avoid you from building a relationship, a business, a partnership with things that's artificial.
Right.
Because once you build it
Right.
and get it all the way up there,
Oh wow.
you ain't gonna have the tools to get rid of it. Now you got to start all over again.
Right, and become your worst nightmare. You know, the Bible speak about that. The wise man, foolish man. It goes deeper than just the foundation, but let's set for instance foundation. The foolish man used sand for a foundation. The wise man used a rock.
Okay.
Okay, he got good advice because he was depending on God. See, it's the same way here with counterfeit and real. And the wise man used the instruction what God said, make your foundation solid. But whatever you put on that foundation, if it's not solid, it won't maintain a security. But the foolish man said, I don't need to really listen to God. I'm just as smart as God. Who know I'm using sand? Sand is quicker, but sand is substance easily to be washed away. At the same way in our life. What are we putting in our life? What are we putting in our body? For the health factor.
Yep.
Well, we're going the cheapest route. We got two items on the shelf. One maybe a couple of dollars more, and one is a couple of dollars less. He said, well, look at all the money I'm saving. Yeah, you're saving it now, but later on, you got to pay the doctor more.
They pay the price. It calls to be the boss.
That decision lead to much payout.
On the line. And know what? I learned this so much in dealing with this car business. Like I go get a car fix, buy a car for cheap. Like I'm getting this car cheap, but the cost of repairs.
Oh man, hit it.
Would have been more. It would have been more. It's more than if I would have bought the car running like good.
Right, right.
So that's what I learned in life. Like count the cost. Like
Yes.
that's a good point. But that's a good point you said. Who knows I'm building my house on sand?
Right.
Because all they gonna see is the house.
Right, right.
They're not gonna see what I built it on or what materials I use.
Right.
They're just gonna see this massive, beautiful house, this window stainless steel, this double doors, tall doors. And it's like you're gonna see all these things, and it's to everybody else, wow, this is beautiful, amazing.
Yeah.
But in your heart, you know it's shaky. Any given day, you know it's gonna collapse.
I can fall through.
Right, you know any day you walk on that floor, you might fall through that basement. You know that. But the person outside looking in, like, okay, as long as they know, as long as they think it's good, we good.
Right.
And I realized too, that's a good point. What I realized too is people try to sell it.
Yes, like
before it collapse.
Right, right.
I'm gonna put this house, build it up quick, put the sheetrock on, put paint on it, plaster, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to sell it, get rid of it.
Right.
Before it destroys.
Right. Right.
And I learned that about people in relationships and businesses.
Right.
I learned about relationships and businesses that people will try to run and get into a relationship with you.
Right.
Before they collapse and destroy.
Yeah.
So that when they get with you, they got a reason why they collapsing. Oh, it's what you did. Like, how many people sell cars? Like, I got cars that sell cars. They know the car's messed up. They know the car is faulty. So they hurry up and try to sell it to you. And then when you drive it, they blame you. Oh, you were driving too fast. Or you put the wrong gas in there.
Right.
Or this, like this.
But they already know these things. But, really, I think anytime that you go into a relationship, I don't know why I'm going this way.
Right.
I guess because I was married for 57 years. Not guess because I was married for 7 years, but I was in a relationship for 57 years. Honest. And that's something we think about very small. Let's bring everything to the table. Because we all have some baggage that we carry. If we could sit down and just be honest. Because you're building something, you're building a solid relationship. That's just like the foundation.
Most definitely.
Honest, and you bring these things and you see maybe I need help, maybe you need help. Let's work together so we overcome these things so they won't keep coming up. Because if you don't make that foundation solid, you're going to have problems. You have cracks in the material structure, and one day it's just going to fall apart.
One day.
But if you can be honest and just respect, love, and cherish each other, where you need help, you talk about it. Even where you don't need help. Relationship is an open relationship. I don't worry about you going to do this. I'm not worried about you going to do this, because we're going to be honest with each other and be serious. We have to take a relationship serious. It's not flaky. It's not a plaything, because you want to spend your life with someone that you can really love and cherish, enjoy. Even though life have bumps and bruises. But I think when you could be really honest, I think success will manifest from that. These days, people want to do like Hollywood. These people make millions of dollars to perform. Odds and Harry. People want their life to be like that. Come to find out it wasn't what they thought it was.
Artificial. It's never like what you think it is, man. Like I tell people, a lot of the artists and rappers and people that you look up to used to come to me, Council, hey, can let me hold this, borrow this money up. I sell you my publishing for this. Right. And I'll be like, man, growing up, I thought you was the man. I thought you was you had it. And I realized that in life, man, a lot of people just okay with just looking good, but not being good. Right. They like the artificial has become the new natural. Like I've literally read an ingredient, an actual product, and it says naturally and artificially flavored. Once you add something artificial,
it's not natural.
It's not natural. How you gonna tell me it's natural? Are you naturally and artificially flavored? No. Once you add artificial, it ain't natural no more.
It's like being mad but you're happy.
You can't. It's impossible. Like people say, like I done met women in my past time. I'd be like, I'm fine. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just fine. I'm okay. So why you talking like that then? Why you yelling and carrying on? Why you talking like that then? I'm just fine. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Why you acting like that then, man? Like respectfully.
Well, it's time to reach for the door now.
Gotta reach for the stars. I'm going up beyond to be with my Lord. I got to go. And that's my life. That's what I realized about this artificial and natural thing, man. People are like, even people who go get plastic surgery. Yeah. The whole goal to that is, at one point, the goal was to make themselves look natural, better naturally. But now it got so out of hand. Oh, wow. That the plastic surgery, even though it's artificial, it looks extremely artificial. Yeah. But it's like natural now. Right. It's like natural on your life. But it's like natural to look artificial.
Well, I think we live in an artificial life. What looks good, they say, will be accepted. But how can you accept artificial in your life? Because it's going to show that it's not real. It's going to leave you with some kind of sign effect in your life to prove that artificial is not feasible and it's not life for you, for anybody that's doing it. It's going to expose you. Yes. You know, it's just like trying to take your left hand and put it on your right hand. You can't use it.
Ain't gonna work right. But you know how many people passed away from plastic surgery?
Oh man.
That goes to show that is showing you that artificial things aren't made to coincide in your natural body. Right. That's why your body rejects it. That's why when you drink alcohol, you get sleepy, you get dizzy. Do you know why? I read something about alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why it changes your cognitive notions, emotions, and perception because it's dehydrating you.
Wow.
Like people don't understand that the reason why you can't think right and think straight
Mm-hmm.
because the H2O or whatever oxygen you need that's flowing to your brain ain't flowing correctly because
Wow.
it's mixed with that. So that's what's you really feeling. You woozy and you think you good, but you really your brain is the chemical in your brain is stopping the oxygen from flowing. That's why you feel so dizzy
Wow.
and you can't move straight. And people don't understand that.
Wow.
And when you start paying attention to these artificial things in your body, it has side effects because you cannot create, you cannot live within natural
Right.
and artificial.
Right.
It can't work.
You're right. And now that is thin your blood as well. The
Right.
blood flows. So anything that artificial is not meant for you to have because we're real. We're not artificial people. We're not robots. We are real human beings. And we got to give us the realness. Say the truth and only the truth will set us free. And
That's
then he
right.
said, I'm set free, but you're still using artificial. So how can you be set free? You're still accustomed to those things that are hurting you.
Yes.
You're trying to convince yourself, but every day you try to convince yourself. But your senses that God give us 5 senses to let us know we got enough common sense to know what we're doing is hurting us, but we become disobedience. I'm gonna prove to the world I can use artificial and be successful. Well, I tell you today, it would take a toll on you. And when it take that toll, you regret, but hopefully we don't let it push us to the borderline that we entrap ourselves doing things that will entrap us, the wrong thing. Get the right thing and do the right thing and be who
Most
God
definitely.
is to be and move
Most
forward in
definitely.
life.
And that's what I realized today. That's why today's word is just artificial and natural. Like you got to make a choice. Either you want to be natural or artificial. You can't have both.
Yeah.
And artificial, I'm telling you, we give up on natural love for artificial love.
Wow, that
I,
devastating.
I thought about this in my life. I said, but I thought about the love I had for my parents or for my family or my friends,
Right.
the real love I had. And I gave it, and sometimes I remove myself from that trying to chase this false love,
Wow, that's
this
devastating.
artificial love, the love within these women traveling. I used to travel to these women hometown. I used to seek love from a woman and seek love from fans when I was rapping and traveling the country, moving around trying to find the next acceptance or trying to make things right with people,
Right.
realizing that everything that I was making was artificial because the only reason they liked me was because I was giving them something or looked like something they wanted.
Right.
This is all artificial love, which means it's not natural. It wasn't made naturally. You don't love me because of who I am.
Right.
You love me from who you see me as, because that's not who I am.
Right.
You going by what you see me doing or how you feel about me or how you, and a lot of us okay with that. A lot of us okay with giving up the natural love, the people that love us unconditionally, just to go out there and chase somebody who just love you just because who you are, what you can give or who they think you are.
Right. And when you can't live up to that anymore,
Then what
kick
happens?
it to the curb, you become homeless. They done took everything you had. And you say, well, why did this happen? Because you were living a fake and artificial is the same thing.
Yeah.
You fake yourself out, you become artificial.
Most
Give all you
definitely.
have away, you become empty. Double standard life. The word of God says a man that double minded, unstable. So if you're unstable, you're always moving left and right. You're never solid, or never know where you're going. because you got two thoughts and you're trying to allow both thoughts to manifest. It's like you can't mix artificial with real, or you can't mix salt water with fresh water. There's a
Nope.
divide there. Some things live in fresh water, some things live in salt water. So it's a separate, it's different. I always say salt water is heavier than fresh water. They said, well, all water weigh the same, but it can't be the same because salt, with the added thing to certain water, when you got, if you waste salt water, I never did this before, but one day I'm gonna do it. If you get a glass of salt water and get a glass of fresh water, I always believe the salt water is heavier than the fresh water.
You gotta check that. You gotta run that. You gotta run that experiment.
I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna get some salt water, because it added everything that in water, it adds up.
But the crazy thing is that water ain't even natural. It's crazy because the salt water is the natural water.
Okay.
The other water is the artificial water. So even though there's things we can't see in that water, there's still lead and pollutions inside of that water that might make it heavier than that, but you can't see. You don't think there's no additives, but there's additives. And that's what I learned in life. It's backwards.
Yeah.
The thing that you think is natural is artificial now. The things that's artificial, you think is natural. That's how life is. Like the love you getting from this person, you think this is natural love, but it's artificial love. It's made up. Because in reality, if things was working with that person, if things worked out for that person that they was with before you, they wouldn't even be looking for you. It'd be like with Ryan. I still pray that God check that kid, that boy.
Yeah, I pray the best for him.
I pray that God check that boy.
Yeah.
Anybody who watching, don't go to Agape Boba Tea and Ice Cream in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Do it real crooked. But anyway, I'm gonna go next thing. Imagine if his business was going well, he wouldn't need us.
Right.
Like that's what I realized about life. If everything was going well for that person,
right, they wouldn't need help.
They wouldn't need help. They wouldn't be seeking you out. So that's what I want y'all to understand, that the love that you're getting from somebody isn't always like a natural love. Like the reason why they got it for you is because what they did before ain't worked. It's artificial. Now God can come in and change the situation and make it better and make it natural, and we can connect. But most of the time, the reason why somebody looking for you is because the person or the thing they had before you ain't work out.
Yeah. They look for security, they're looking for help, but they won't come out and say they need help.
Correct.
They'll pretend like everything's fine. But you examine these things. I guess it's just experiment. We all experiment with things. We think people are what they is because of what they say and how they live, but we don't listen to the thing not being spoken.
Correct.
We observe things.
Correct.
Don't take time to real things because we're so caught up in the moments, the emotions. But we never take hold to the emotion to control the emotion because we caught up in let's hurry up and get it done. Let's hurry up and get here. Let's hurry up and get here. Everything rush. Wait a minute. If we're rushing, what are we gaining? The Bible say, get anxious for nothing. We get so anxious like we're gonna die the next minute.
Yeah.
Because we are panicking. We put too much stress. When you do something anxious, you're putting stress on your heart. Because you say, I got to get it done. You got 100 things to do today, but you only can do one thing at a time. What is feasible? What is health to you? What are you going to gain by rushing? You're going to lose your breath for one thing. You could lose your health for another thing. You could destroy yourself for another thing. So why rush? It's like if you're going somewhere, you're trying to drive 100 miles per hour to get somewhere. And if you leave early, you can just drive at normal speed. And I find out something too. When you get out there driving real fast, that put a lot of stress on your body
Most
because
definitely.
you're constantly looking for the police. So to slow down and be genuine and be real, and your life will be more prosperous in life. God said above all, He wants to be health and have prosperity. He wants to be that, but we're so in a hurry, we can't even much enjoy what God has for us. Because we're looking over there. And that, like the man say, people looking on the other side of the lake, because they're assuming the grass over there is much greener. And when they get over there, they look back over the shoulder and realize they was better off there instead of over there.
And the thing about it is, hey, Brill, for real, Brill. Hey, Brill, don't play around. Subscribe to the channel. Listen every Sunday. Don't be on here lusting. Like, respectfully. Don't be anybody who watching us on the live. Don't be here lusting after my father or me.
No, because we're not for sale.
You're not for sale. You're not for sale.
Yeah, put that out.
Unless you gonna do it. Respectfully.
Yes.
Nah, but the crazy thing is, real, you already know. The crazy thing about it is, you said it's green grass on the other side,
Right.
but it's artificial grass.
Okay. Yeah.
You get over there, you realize
Wow.
it's not real grass.
Mm.
This is artificial grass. That's why it's green. But you can't grow nothing in artificial. Artificial grass can't grow anything. And that's another
survive.
That's a deep side. Like, okay, it's grass is greener, but it's artificial grass. You can't plant nothing in it. It can't grow. So that's what a lot of people get tricked at.
Wow.
Running over there to the artificial grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you taught me that too. You say it's not always better on that side.
Right. What you think it's going to be, and it don't turn out like that all the time.
Not all the time.
You got to hold on to what you have. You might think that over there is better, but when you get over there, it could be your worst nightmare. You try and you can't get back.
Can't get back.
And they say don't burn the bridge down, because you might have crossed that bridge. And a lot of people say, well, I'm going to destroy this bridge. And you get on this island, and all over there is gorilla. You say, oh my God.
Can't get back. Can't get back. And it's funny, like I said earlier.
Right.
Sometimes when you build something, you need different tools to tear it down. Same thing in life. Sometimes when you get to a certain point in life,
right.
Like Ash, what's happening? I ain't seen you in a minute. Ash, what's happening with you? How you doing?
Okay.
But there's a point in life where if you climb up a certain way,
right,
and you get a certain level, you can't come down the same way.
Okay.
Like you could climb up a ladder easy, but when you're going down, you can't go down the same way. You gotta be more careful going down.
If you slip, boy, that could be devastating.
Right. So this is what I understood about life. Sometimes God prevents you from getting to a certain place because He know that you won't have what it takes to get back down.
Yeah,
to come back from that.
Right.
You can't come back from that. That's why He keep you away from it. Right. Keep you away from that relationship, that marriage, that house, that business. He keeping you away because it's gonna be hard to get back. It's easy to get there, but it's hard to get back. And that's just what it is. Nah, we great, sending love to our moms, rest in peace, moms, and my pops. Everything is blessed on this end. Vanessa, we blessed. We just talking about artificial and natural, whatever real, whatever's fake. We can't mix the two. But going back to the artificial grass, a lot of y'all see grass green on the other side.
Yeah.
But like I said, that grass you looking at could be artificial grass. When you get over there, it's beautiful. But when you get there, you try to plant a seed in that grass, it won't grow because it has no depth. It's concrete underneath that.
Yeah.
So a lot of us ran to that green grass, and I'm guilty. A lot of us ran to that green grass. Right. We went jump in that grass or roll in the grass. We went there, jump, and we hit the ground so hard. We like this. I thought it was grass. It's concrete underneath that turf.
Yes. Yeah.
Concrete. You can't grow nothing.
Deceiving.
Can't enjoy it. You can't roll in it. You can't nothing in it. You can't water it. Nothing.
Wow.
So what is it? Is it enough just to have green grass without being able to produce something out of it?
And that's why you know that you have to know the value of something in order to benefit from it.
Correct.
To have no value, there's no benefit. You can't benefit from it.
Man, Danny, you know, like when you're in the ground, they say rolling in the grass. I was the other day in Ocala a few months ago. They had a little gathering, so I went to somebody's house. So they wanted me to slide, the little water slide thing.
The sliding thing. Yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah.
On the ground.
Oh, so slip and
slide. So they put the soap, they put the water.
It could be glass or a nail or something.
Now, check me out. So they cheering me on. Moses. They cheering me on. I said, I'm gonna go, right?
Right.
So I see the grass, but again, the slip and slide is on top. I can't see what's under the slip and slide.
Right.
So here it is. I'll run to go dive.
Ooh.
And there were rocks underneath it.
Gee whiz.
It was rocks underneath the slip and slide. And I hit the floor with a thud, and everybody was clapping and laughing, right?
It was pain afterward.
Nah, but when they heard the sound, when I hit the ground, everybody went quiet.
Wow.
That's how hard I hit the ground. Because there were rocks underneath that. And I was like, these MFers, why would y'all put a slip and slide on top of rocks?
Like they didn't take preparation to make sure underneath was clear.
But that's how it is with the artificial grass.
You got to examine things.
You got to look underneath it. Yeah. Like you said, you got to look underneath that layer because you go jumping and diving and boom. Now you unconscious. Now I'm sliding unconscious down the road. Ease on down the road, unconscious. In pain. And that's why you got to count the call. But when I tell you I hit that ground.
There ain't no pain there's no joyful thing. But thank God you didn't really get hurt serious, But teach you a lesson.
But for about a week, I had pain.
Wow.
I had pain for about a week. I couldn't even really work out. Like I had pain in my back.
Wow.
I hit the ground hard because I'm thinking it's grass. I'm thinking this. Why would y'all put slippers? Anybody from Ocala that watching? Why would people in Ocala? Y'all got to do better. I know y'all in Ocala. I know it's hot, so y'all won't be thinking all the time. Yeah. But why would you put a slip and slide on top of rocks?
At least have the decency to clean up away. Move any obstacle because it could have been glass or anything.
It was no obstacle. What it was they put it on top of it was grass, like a ground, but it was more like sand, but you saw some grass.
Period.
Right. So why would you put that on top of?
Right. I think it would have been better if they just put a pad or something up under it or something.
Correct, but that's what I'm saying. People don't do that.
Right.
They put that layer on there and clap you up and motivate you. Yeah, let's do it till you get down. Who?
It looked good. So anything looked good, they said it worked, but it could be devastating to you. And that's like artificial. It's decorative. Yeah. It looked good to the eyes, but it's not healthy for your body.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, when it goes in your body, it just causes more problems. So we have to find out what's real and what's not real.
Like artificial color.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think about a lot of this stuff is artificially colored.
Yeah.
To make you think it's strawberries, to make you think it's blueberries, to make you think it's banana. That's how people are. People are artificially colored.
Wow.
To make you think they're kind, sweet, caring, committed, loyal. That's artificially flavored.
But I really think that people feel like we all human, that we can get through life better by pretending. And I always felt in myself, how can I be real if I'm pretending to be real? Or how can I be kind if I'm pretending to be kind? How can I be good and from pretending to be these things? How can I help as from pretending to help? And when time to help, I go the other way. So if I'm going to, it's like a rehearsal. I'm getting ready to do this, to be in this play on this event. And I'm just going through the routine that's rehearsing.
That's true.
If I talk good, if I walk good, if I smell good, if I'm outspoken, it make me intelligent. No, what makes you intelligent is the life you live. Let your life speak louder than your words.
Right.
Well, if I speak loud, somebody will hear me, but do you really hear yourself? What make you happy? What make you sad?
Yeah.
When you hurt somebody, do it make you happy? Do it make you sad? Well, I don't care. Well, that goes to show you that you don't have feelings for yourself.
Right.
Get into conversation with people and find out exactly where you're going and what you're bringing along. You know, like we used to have cookout, we tell people to bring this, and they come up to the cookout with nothing. Say, I didn't know you want me to bring something. Why we say everybody bring a dish? What that mean?
Correct.
But
Correct.
people try to play on your intelligence. Everybody bring a dish. We're gonna have this cookout, right? And a lot of people come looking like in space. What you brought? I didn't know you want me to bring nothing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Paper plates. People come bring paper plates and eating most of the like. And then I'm gonna say this too. John. At my mom's reception, you got the biggest plate of food out of everybody at the reception, bro.
Wow.
I think you got enough food to take home with you.
Right.
And that's crazy. Like that was crazy how much food you had on that plate if you watching this.
Right.
But that's how people to do.
Yeah.
People to come into your life and bring nothing or hardly anything, but want everything. They want to take everything.
Wow.
But I like what you said about about how people pretend. So I'm gonna ask you a question. If somebody is, Mandana say, the tempted in the desert, Jesus was tempted. He had walked in caution and wisdom. Yes. It said the stronger you get in your cause, mission assigned to you, the more temptations will be pushed in front of you to make you stumble. Yes. Hence, you got to be careful. Hey, you right. She said, I got to be careful. She right. We got to be careful. The closer we get, the more temptation going to come. But the closer we get, also, the more protection going to come too.
Right.
Because we getting closer to God. I mean, more protection is there. So the point that you were saying about pretending, let me ask you a question. Pretending. Because I hear a lot of people saying, I'm not perfect, or I'm going through things, I'm going woo, woo, woo. I hear a lot of people saying this. So if somebody say they sweet and kind, but yet they come off rude and disrespectful, are they really sweet and kind, or are they pretending? Because like you said, not everybody gonna have a good day.
Well, let's imagine they're going through something that they're trying to get over. You know, a lot of people don't tell you how good and kind they are. They're most short. So if you're trying to convince somebody, you don't have to do that unless you're trying to prove something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you feel like a lot of people sometimes they just be going through, they're going to show you rather than tell you.
They live in a disappointed life. They have intention. Their intention or their motive is to present themselves. But you don't really have to tell somebody how good you are. Just live. Just show them. Because the more you tell me, the more I'm gonna start thinking, why are you trying? My head gonna be doing like this. Like, why are you telling me you're good? And let me see it. It's like I gotta keep putting my hand in the fire to know the fire burn. But every 5 minutes, you're trying to convince me, and that'll make me run away from you.
Right. Well, you keep telling
I'm
me
afraid of it. I'm getting afraid of it because I'm saying your agenda it's not lining up. You
So
got
what
just
you
tell me
tell
one time, that's it. But if you keep telling me over and over,
don't question it.
I'm like, okay, see you later.
And that's how I be feeling sometimes. I be feeling like if you got to keep telling me how
Yeah,
good of a person
that's
you
not
are,
good. It's not.
you
It's a
up like
habit. That's a bad habit, though.
right. Something ain't right.
Right, it's a
If
bad
yeah,
habit.
I'm a good person. I'm loving. I'm kind. If you got to keep saying that to somebody, somebody keep telling you that,
Yeah.
you need to look into that.
Right.
Like you said, I like that, but that's what I'm saying. Are they pretending to be? Let's say if they showing you that they with you, but they really and they show you that they not. Are they
They
pretending?
really want to get that to that point instead of saying, "This helped me to be better. This helped me to be better because I got some flaws I'm working on. There's some faults in my life. So this helped me get through what I'm going through."
Right.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
So if they were honest with themselves first and they're honest with others, then you could be more understanding.
Yeah, be understanding. We won't have to do a recording. You have to keep saying the same thing. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good. No. Just be more honest
Right.
and be more kind and be more presentative. It's like we go to a restaurant, and we sit down and eat, and the food is bad, and you tell me the food is good, and we had the same food from the same place, and I know the food is bad, but you just try to make me happy. No, let's be honest. The food was bad, and we're not going back there anymore. But the food was good, and that would lead to an argument, though.
Right. It will.
Because the person trying to convince you the food was good, and he said, wait a minute, we had the same food. My taste bud is not. Of course, it's connected.
Right.
But the person, oh, that was the best food I ever had. When can we go back?
Right.
No. And see, that's not being honest. That's being counterfeit. Yeah.
Or what if the person really liked the food? How you feel? Like we not. I know you use the food as an example.
Right.
So we're gonna just keep that example going. What if the person really liked the food?
Well, they have to go by themselves.
Right. Respectfully. And you just heard from our pop. If you dealing with somebody or talking to somebody, and you know that whatever's going on is harmful to you and not satisfying for you.
Right.
But for them, they feel like it's satisfying. You got to let them go.
Yeah. That will keep you from getting into a big argument or keep you from having a headache or dispute or whatever. Just
go.
Yeah.
Hey, Vanessa, like you said, period. And that's deep about life because a lot of people have that. You be like, it's hot out here. Like, it's hot. And they be like, it ain't that hot. But they still want to drag you. You feel like it's hot, but they still want to drag you in that heat. Nah, go by yourself.
Yeah.
When you done, call me.
Right.
When you done.
That's keeping it real.
Right.
As long as you keep it real, you can have a wholesome, a respectful conversation. If you're not keeping it real, it's just gonna get wacky out of context because you're telling me something I know it's not right, and you're trying to convince me. It's like being a salesman. You go to a car lot, and the first question I ask a car salesman, is this car, anything wrong with this car? Oh, no. I said, okay, could you start it up? Oh, no, you can go start it up. No, I want you to start it up, so I want to stand behind the car to see the smoke come out the exhaust. Well, if you run it, it'll clear up. But if you're standing behind it, when the person started up, if you're having deal or issues, you can see by the exhaust system. No, you go in the car, start it up. Oh, I meant to tell you. Yeah, this little thing. Oh, I meant to tell you. Now these little things, it had to be something big. You remember what that car lot, and the guy was showing us a car? I said, that car don't have a motor in it. Why are you showing us that? And you say, He said, can we look at up the hood? He said, oh, by the way, it don't have no motor in it. You remember that, Council?
I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was crazy.
Why you even
Wasting
showing it?
my time. You're wasting our time. Oh, this car we don't want a body. We want a car that runs.
Yeah. Respectfully.
Right.
Hey, Vanessa, like you said, don't call me. Go. If you like that food, go like my pop said, go by yourself. And yeah, like Mandela,
And we can
Pop's
still
right.
be happy. Yeah.
Do your thing. Like, just go do your thing, enjoy your life, and let's avoid the argument.
Right. You don't need that. You don't need that.
But the pretending has to stop.
Yeah, you got to stop somewhere because it's going to lead to a volcano about to corrupt. So you don't want that. I think the best way to have a relationship is to understand each other. I mean, if you understand it, first of all, you got to understand yourself or to understand somebody else, and know what make you happy, what make you sad, what are your motive, what your intention. All these things is important because all these things are genuine. Are you building let's say, for instance, a lot of people say, I'm on a relationship for a short period of time. Well, they're going to question mark for a short time. So this says a week, month, day. Wait a minute. A relationship, you want to build a relationship for a lifetime, right?
Yep.
A fake relationship only temporarily, but it's supposed to be genuine, which is real. And you talk about those good things. If you're talking about a whole lot of negative thing, a whole lot of nonsense, it's not beneficial for either party. And no matter how long you know somebody, be married to somebody, everybody is different in the physical, but when you become married, you become one in the spiritual. So you can't make somebody the way you want them to be. They have to want to be made the way God made them to be real. You can't make somebody to be real and they want to be artificial. So they have to want that. So the main thing, you got to want the things that you want, and the person got to want the things they want, but you got to be able to come together to work together. You can't be divided and work together. You can't. You want to go south and the person want to go north. It's impossible to meet up together.
In pieces. Gonna rip in pieces.
Right.
If we join together by this shirt, and let's say the shirt is God, and the connection we have is God, and like you said, you going this way, I'm going this way, it's gonna rip.
Right.
The connection that God is gonna be ripped out of the equation because you're going two different ways. Right. And that's why I want people to know today, and I want people to clearly understand today the power of God.
Oh, he's powerful.
The power of God is not artificial.
No, he's real.
It's a real natural power. But whenever you mix the artificial, God cannot work the way he need to work.
Right.
Because artificial and natural can't mix. So that depression, that oppression, that regret, that resentment, those lies and all that, and all this and all that, cannot dwell in the power. The scriptures say God does not dwell in evil places.
Right.
It says God does not dwell. Dwell mean live.
Right.
Inhabit. I'm gonna say inhabitate. Right. God does not inhabitate in evil places. What is evil? What does the word evil mean? Evil is what is not good. Right. So God is not in places that's not good. That's not that's not productful. That does not produce. That's not productive. God don't dwell in places that's artificial. Right. That's why God said he's the true and living God. Yeah. God doesn't dwell in places of artificialness. He doesn't dwell in places of manipulation, right, of lies and deceit. The devil is the artificial. He doesn't dwell in these things. So that's why the power of God cannot work in your life, if it's mixed with the artificial things of this world, it's mixed with the chaos, the regret, the resentment, the fear. God doesn't operate in fear.
Right.
That's why God says in order to serve him, you got to serve him in faith. God doesn't operate in fear. So when there's fear, when there's artificial fear, because fear is artificial.
It's artificial. You can't make artificial real. That's
You're
why
taught
they call it
fear.
artificial.
Correct. You're taught fear.
Right.
You're taught to be afraid. Naturally, you got faith. I'm going to tell you why naturally you got faith. Naturally, you have faith because when you're born, you go and embrace your mom and your dad. You don't even know if it's your real mother or father. Right. You don't even know if it's your real mother or father, but yet if they come to hug you, you know inside yourself, this is my mama, this is my dad. You don't even know this for real. You believe it's your mom and your dad. Yeah. You believe in this. This is how I know when you're made with faith and you're taught fear. Yeah. So if you're afraid, the power of God can't work in your life. Right. If you're anxious and have anxiety, you're taught anxiety. See, the artificial things of this world is taught to you. Right. The natural things you already have. If you're taught anxiety and you have anxiety, the power of God can't work in your life. Right. If you're taught trauma, the power of God can't work in your life. Anything that the world has taught you and experience has taught you, if you try to mix that with what God is showing you, this can't work. Right.
It's separated. And now that the word of God say here, I'm not giving you a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. And to know the enemy come to rob, to kill, to destroy. So he come and destroy you and rob you. He's a deceiver and he's the accuser of the brethren. He want to keep you from the truth. So we shall hunger and thirst for the truth, and the only truth is God. God's word is always true. But many people try to interpret God's word to be something else, but God's word is unchangeable, it's unstoppable. You can't add or take away from the word of God. And the truth will set you free. The only thing the truth cannot do, fail. Truth will never fail. But we fail when we stop hunger and thirst for the truth. And when we stop hunger and thirst for the truth, which is God, we fail. Without God, we have no help. We have no support. We have no life. We have no joy. We have no peace. We are nobody. And he said, what caused a person to be homeless? Because their ambitions feel like they've been used and they are abused. But they rather live a lifetime being in abuse. Because a homeless person have nothing to offer. Not for themselves, anything. They inhabit. They say, well, I'm better off. But how can you better off living lower than an animal? But if you chose that, that's artificial. And people say, well, I'm tired of somebody taking advantage of me. I'm going to give everything up and I'm going to be homeless. But you didn't turn the people loose. You destroy yourself by being homeless.
That's all you did.
So when you gave up everything, now you have nothing for yourself. And you say, I'm better off. But how can you be better off with nothing? That's a thought in the mind process to make you think that way. Right. So as a man thinking, so is he. You have no way to live, nothing in life. And God didn't make us to be that way, but he give us choices. And when you make a bad choice, a bad decision, it end up hurting you. Because we are the first partaker of what happened in our life. We can point our fingers at somebody else, but we have to take responsibility for what we caused to happen in our life. And a lot of times we go out and invest in things, we buy things, we buy and buy. And half the thing we buy, we don't much use it. We just spend. Because the world says you're supposed to have 100 pair of shoes. Or you're supposed to have 100 pair of plants. You're supposed to have a whole lot of stuff. So the most stuff you got, the most responsibility you have. See, don't overload. They say never overload a wagon because you'll break it. Don't never buy something just to buy to say I have more than you, because there's always somebody got more than them. Somebody. It's just a thing of this world system. You're supposed to have a lot. I remember back in the day, say when you work, you're supposed to have a good time. You're supposed to go out and drink and club and all these things. No, your responsibility is to make sure your family have food and pay your bills and different things, not to exploit it. The fruit of your labor is seeing the rewards of your labor and know how to use the rewards of your labor.
Most definitely.
But you got to be wise to know these things. I mean, it's good. You can have a good time, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to have a good time. Because when you work and you gain something, you just don't want to just abuse it. It's the same way if you have somebody in your life, you don't want to abuse them because you don't want them to abuse you. Have a borderline. What's good, what's wholesome, what's decent. You know, I used to love it when your mom would say, "You're a strong man." I said, "Yeah, I think." Say now we're gonna do this tomorrow. Now, if I say, "Well, I don't think I should want to do this," it might create an argument, right? So your mom was very strong in what she wanted, and I realized she was making me strong.
Right.
Instead of being, "Yeah, do this, do," and your mom really taught me a lot. I'd say we help each other. And I miss her. I can't tell nobody I don't.
Yeah.
I miss sometimes her yelling.
Yeah.
But it's all in love. But I tell you one thing about your mom. She's standing for me, though. She didn't allow nobody to mess with her counsel. But anyway, but what I was saying, that's what you got to have, that time to understand one another, that devoted time to respect one another. It's building a strong relationship. Just not talking about the relationship all the time, but building the relationship. I think the more we put in the relationship, the more we can look forward to having in the relationship. If you put nothing in it, it's like having a saving account. If you put nothing in it, how you can draw something out of it?
Ain't nothing gonna be enough.
Yeah, you got to put something in to get something out.
Well, definitely. Kayla, yeah. My mom just passed in February, so blessings and love to everybody lost their mom.
Yeah.
And blessing and Victoria,
Victoria, peace. Yes.
Miss her too.
Much love to you.
That much love. But like today, we just talking about artificial and natural, and let's continue to connect with the natural. Let us not let people. Let us not let people get us off track. Anybody that's trying to put that artificialness, that fakeness, that weirdness on you, it's time to move on and cut them off, because there's so much beautiful things. And like what you just said, there's so much things to do that don't cost you no money. That can bring you peace and love. And kind of like yesterday, I went to the pool yesterday.
Oh, praise God.
I went to the pool, I chilled out, came back home, ate some food, and just chill.
Yeah. I see you much peace. You much calmer today. Praise God.
Yeah, I'm calmer today. I'm telling you, the past couple of days.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I've been working out every day. I've been getting closer to God.
That's the main thing.
And removing myself from the things that's causing me.
The artificial
That's causing me to get rid of my nature, my natural. Yeah. Remember, natural means nature. Right. So whatever that's causing you to get rid of your nature, your nature, which is your nature, if you're a loving, kind, peaceful person, whatever's causing you to not be that is artificial.
Right. Something in your life that you don't need, like a serpent, you can do your harm, and you don't want that serpent in your life.
Yeah, Kayla, we made a TikTok for my dad, I think a month, because YouTube was acting up, so we made TikTok. So we got to start posting some stuff on TikTok. I'm just showing them how to start posting stuff on TikTok. But Kayla, go follow them on TikTok. And so it's like, for me, I really learned. Kayla, nice to meet you as well.
Oh yeah,
she said nice to meet us both. Kayla, bless. But I learned the past couple of days how important it is to be happy.
Oh yeah, man. Mean a whole gold mine to me. You can't buy that. It's just got to be in your nature to be joyful, be happy. You know, because when you're not joyful and happy, you can't really enjoy yourself or a lot of it.
Nothing.
It's like having bricks on your shoulder and all you gotta do is turn them loose. It's just, we go through life beating ourselves up for what? And God said, this is a day the Lord, God says, He given us a day. Let us rejoice. Oh, I ain't got this. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not over there. You just destroying yourself. The peace that being quiet, the joy. Let's say, Lord, all this time we wasted, we could have been happy, laughing, celebrating. Oh, I was at Walmart yesterday, and I made it. I was just pretending, right? I was in Walmart. I said, need a cashier on aisle 3 at register 3. I was talking like I was on the mic, right? And the lady heard me, right? So when I got there, she was laughing. I said, you know, my wife passed a couple months ago. I was just, she said, my mother passed last month, but what you said had me to laugh. She said, I haven't laughed in so long, and she was constantly laughing. Yes. So it was just that moment for me to say that, to bring that joy in her life.
Right. Not only her life, in your life
in my
too.
life too, because I was joyous. All man, now when I go, I be joyous more, and people looking at that guy say, oh, I be like in Sam Club or where I'm at, I'm joyous. They said, boy, he really happy. He really happy. I said, that's the only way I know how to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your nature.
Yeah.
That's your natural nature.
Yes,
when you allow all
this
this stuff
it
in
is.
this world to get into you, and then you became cold and sour and
I became tough and rough.
Right. And that's not your nature.
No, it's not, man.
Like me, that wasn't my nature. Ain't to be hard and be all this, all that. I became that.
Right.
I really a kind, caring person.
Right.
But when you're around people who pull up that artificial out of you, you got to get rid of them. You got to clip them like a toenail. I keep telling people, you got to clip them like a toenail.
If you don't clip the toenail, they'll grow so long and aggravate you. They'll be painful to you.
And they'll grow fungus on them.
Yeah.
Like turn the channel, like seriously, turn the channel.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's time to really just make a difference in our life, make different decisions. Yeah. And anybody who's bringing that nature out of you, putting that artificial inside of you, you have a conversation. If it don't change, you got to move on.
And another thing, somebody come in a conversation, they get speaking a whole lot of nonsense to try to get you at it. You can do like this here. And eventually they'll stop. They'll wonder why you're doing this, right? And they ask you a question. You can speak without saying a word.
Right. Most definitely.
That's the expression. You could calm a storm, a heated conversation, or anything going. You could control your destination.
Depends now. Because you could deal with something.
Control it, get out of it.
Get out of it.
Right. If you can't control it.
Because some people you would be quiet. And that make them even more mad.
Well, see, you got to know how to do that as well. That'll make them angry too.
That'll make them even more mad. So my suggestion
is like that. I can't tell you the secret though.
Get up out of there.
No, I can't tell you. Once you get away from it, they'll realize the best dream have just left.
Yeah, realize when you gone, when you not putting too much emphasis into them, they're gonna really sit back and realize, man, like this is what I really.
They'll say, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, then they apologize.
Right.
But then you gotta make them go through it though.
Yeah, but if you just constantly arguing, this debate,
I know
it don't help you or the other party.
No.
God didn't make us to live like that.
Mm-mm.
Animals, I see that's why they have different animals. There's quiet animals, and there's animals that make a whole lot of noise, like baboons and different things. Like sheep
Right.
is one of the quiet animals on this earth.
Yeah.
They're very humble. But a goat, but they're all animals, but there's certain things, certain animals that still do. But we as humans, we just want to be loud for no reason.
Sure.
For no reason, then after the conversation, we got a headache.
And the thing about it, being loud, ain't nobody listening to
That's
you.
what I'm saying. You just turn people away.
Correct. They're not even paying it. Like, they hear you, but they're not even not being effective.
So why do we do it? Because we can't control ourselves.
Can't control ourselves.
So the emotion controlling us instead of us controlling our emotion. And we talk about that.
Yeah.
Emotion. It got us so wrapped up, so tied up, so tricked up. We're trying to please everybody else, and we are our worst nightmare.
Every time.
Going through the cliche. If I just pretend, it don't work out. But when you get home, you look in the mirror, it's only you. You wasted a whole day when you could have had a joyful day.
A productive day.
Yeah.
Time you can't get it back, I promise you. Hey, Kayla, you look like the kind of woman that gets set off when somebody quiet. Cause Kayla said she get mad when she
can't have her way.
She can't have her way. You look controlling.
Well, you better stay by yourself. Kayla, stay by yourself. You always can have your way.
As long as you single, you can have your way.
Just stay by yourself. Nobody never know it but you.
Yes. Rashida, what's happening with you? What's happening? Now, when we in a building, like I said, today we talked about artificial and natural. You can't be artificial and naturally flavored.
Right.
Like, that's what we're talking about today. Right. The artificial things that last long, it'll look good, but it'll be expired. Right. Artificial grass is always greener on the other side. But when you go to dive in it, you're going to hit that cement right underneath it.
Oh, man, it's going to be a headache.
And when you go to plant something on that artificial green grass, can't plant it.
Ain't nothing survive. And but let us know if it's artificial and it can't grow anything, why do we put artificial in our life?
Because artificial has become the new natural.
It's easy, quick, no maintenance.
New.
You know, I get in the house, I got a lot of artificial flowers inside, but outside I got real flowers. And I prefer the real flowers inside, but it creates so many bugs sometimes, so I just put the artificial flower in. I got the closest one to real, but I could look at the flower, or somebody could look at it and say, "Oh, this look real." I don't have to touch them because I know the artificial is different from the real. There's a maintenance come with real.
That's real.
As your life,
some of us not willing to
sacrifice
to deal with that maintenance.
Yeah.
The maintenance. Vanessa, blessing, love. Always appreciate you coming through, Vanessa, showing love. God bless you for real. But that's a good point you made about the maintenance of a natural thing. Right. To maintain your peace, right. That's a high level of maintenance it takes to maintain peace.
There's a lot of poverty come with that.
It's a lot of maintenance, but it's a lot of reward behind it. It's a lot of I would say it's a lot of perks and rewards behind your peace, but it is costly. Costly to maintain it.
Yes.
The artificial side of peace, which is satisfaction, doesn't require much maintenance, but there's no reward behind satisfaction.
There's turmoil. There's a consequence.
Satisfaction keeps changing.
But it's gonna get worse because eventually gonna get severe. Those things gonna affect you so severe to your life, gonna get to the point where you can barely survive.
And I would say that, but I would say with the kind of satisfaction, I think satisfaction, like to your point, it keeps getting to a point where you need satisfaction all the time. And it's going to get to a point where you can no longer fulfill the satisfaction that you're looking for. And then that's when the depression
Right.
and the disappointment gonna sink in. Cause like I got to this point, I done got a house, I got a job, I got this, and you still ain't satisfied.
Right.
Now you depressed. So I would say the artificial side to peace is satisfaction.
If we examine what's real and what's not real, artificial from what's real. Now we put the unreal, artificial on the left side, and the real on the right side. And we have to examine these things that we put in our lives, the thing that we hear, the thing we see, the thing we smell, the thing we eat, all these things that we live, the life that we live. We have to do an inventory of that life, of the life that we live, and the life we want to live, and the life that we chose to live. We have to put our emphasis on what's real and eliminate what's not real. Just like the happiness and joy and the peace. And if we want this, we got to speak those things as they were. As we hear it, now we can think about it. We can see it. We can feel it. We see the changes in our life. You know, the things that we eat, if we eat healthy, it make us feel better. The thing that we eat is not healthy. We feel grouchy. Because we are dealing with pain, gas build up in our system. So all these things come from artificial. So we
Not all the
just focus on
time.
what's good for us.
Not all the time.
Now,
Because
real things are called that.
I feel like in Mandana, like Mandana say, artificial is like a addiction. You need the next hit. It's a constantly next hit, that satisfaction. But the reason why I say that is our bodies get so immune to the artificial that we can eat it and have no side effect.
But later on in life, it's going to.
Later on you will.
Right.
But at that moment,
okay,
you're not going to have no side effect because your body has become so immune to the nonsense, the arguing, the fighting, the chaos.
It become a habit form.
Right. And it's it's like you go through it and you're going to keep going throughout the day.
Right.
Until down the line you catch a stroke or a heart attack, then you play it back and be like, oh. But I learned that we have become so immune to the artificial things of life that it doesn't have a life-changing trajectory over our thought pattern. Like it's not like immediately when you arguing with somebody, immediately you should say, am I supposed to deal with this person? But we have become so immune to arguments that it's just a part of life. It's just what everybody go through it. You know what I mean?
And we think in our mind. We think in our mind it's something good, but it's not healthy for us. Why I say it's not healthy for us, but what it does, it's doing damage to us. And two people argue all the time. Sooner or later, you're gonna suffer the consequence.
Right.
And we're supposed to be more intelligent than an argument. We are very intelligent for us business wise and living wise, but when it comes to communication, we take it very, very lightly.
Correct.
We become disconnected. And that's what the enemy brings in, disconnection. He don't want you. Unity causes success. So the enemy keep us from being in unity. If we're not unity, we divided. So the devil know if we got divided, just like Adam and Eve. As long as he kept them divided, he know he could defeat them. When something is unity, you can't defeat it. And that's the whole focus of the enemy, is to keep us out of unity and keep us separated. And that's what called marriage to break up a lot of time because they are disconnected.
Friendship, everything is
disconnected. Because when you're disconnected, you're not functioning in the realness and the true life. You want this glamour life, but there's a consequence behind it. I hope they come out with a movie on TV showing people saying, only you live the real life, you will be able to survive. If you're not living a real life, you'll never be able to survive. Only the true life hopefully pretty soon they'll come out with a movie with that.
Yes, sir. Blessings and love. All right, so blessing everybody.
What's
It
up?
was a great conversation, man. Like I said, I'm gonna download all this stuff, put it on YouTube. I go to our YouTube, check us out on YouTube. I'm gonna stay on after my pops get off, talk to y'all a little more about some other stuff. But blessings and love. Had a blessed conversation. Continue to walk in the natural, not the artificial. Don't let people deceive you and confuse you. And if you ask them a question and the answer is confusing you, leave them alone.
That's it. Say bye. See you later. Don't want to be you. Want to hear you. Don't want to know you. Want to see you. Bye. See. We out. Love you, son. God bless. Have a blessed day. Peace.
Yes,
We're
sir. I'll
going.
tell you about the Spurs too.
Oh man, it did it, man. It was a shock to the world.
I tell you about them. I knew the Spurs was gonna take it. I told y'all.
I believe they're gonna beat the Knicks too.
I think so too, man. That's
I
the
think
new
game
squad.
5. I think they'll go 5 series.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
All right, peace. I ain't gonna get overboard on it.
That's it, man. Bless.
All right, bless up. Too blessed to be stressed. Talk with you later.
Bless.
Okay.
All y'all in YouTube world, y'all go to TikTok, follow us on TikTok. And that's what we doing, man, moving forward. Hey, follow on TikTok. That's where we be at on TikTok. You understand me? All right, so we out. Blessings and love. Peace. Hey, listen. I just want to share some things with y'all watching today. Respectfully.
You just don't have the right tools
I just
to make
feel
money.
like a lot of times we put ourselves in positions to lose and thinking that we gaining something. I think I'm personally tired of arguing, fussing, fighting, confusion, manipulation. I don't know how long you gonna keep dealing with it in your own self, in your own mind. Respectfully, I can't keep dealing with it. Like the artificial, I don't want nothing to do. If it's artificial, I don't want it for my body, for my life. Yesterday I went to the mall. I bought some food from the mall. It said farmer's market, made fresh daily. And I bought it because I thought it was made fresh daily. I ate it and I'm like, okay, cool. But I realized that's just what they wrote on there. How I know they made this food today? As I kept eating it and kept getting into the bites started to taste unfresh and fresh. Like I ate one bite, it was fresh. The other bite was unfresh. The next bite fresh. And this how it is with life. Like I realized, like somebody tell you anything, respectfully. Somebody tell you anything, made fresh daily. How the fuck I know? How I know you made this today? And that's how people are. 1 minute they sweet, 1 minute they kind, 1 minute they understanding, 1 minute they nice, next minute they chaotic, next minute they regretful, next minute they angry, next minute they sad. This is a seesaw I'm tired of riding. And you too should be tired of riding this seesaw with people, with yourself, with your life, and in your mind. Give your life a chance. Focus on the things that's natural. Follow the natural things. Get rid of the artificial things. Focus on what God has made you, your nature, your true nature of who you are, and stop allowing things and people to create you into the person they want you to be. Rest in peace to my mom. One thing my mom taught me, my mom did what she did regardless of what anything was going on. And I think that was good and bad. But what I realized is I seen my mother allow the things of this world to change her from the person she was to the person this world wanted her to be. Constantly seeking satisfaction, because the replacement for peace is satisfaction. And you will never be satisfied. The replacement, the artificial version of peace is satisfaction. The artificial version of truth is manipulation. The artificial version of love, that's a good one. Let me think about that. The artificial version of love, I would say, is dependency. I would say dependency is the artificial version of love. Which what I mean by that is someone will make you feel like you can be dependent, you can depend on them. Or you should be able to depend on them. That's the artificial version of love, because you being able to depend, me being able to depend on you doesn't necessarily mean you love me, or vice versa. So don't get caught up in the artificial things that people say, the things when people be like, I'm there for you, I love you, I this, I that, but yet and still their actions doesn't show. I never do this. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do this. I don't do this. But look what you're doing to me. Like my dad said, like me and my father said earlier, if you got to keep telling me who you are, then I got to start questioning, is you really that person? Because how can you tell me that you're not that kind of person, but look what you're doing? I don't do this, but look what you're doing. I'm not like this, but look what you're doing. I've never done this, but look what you're doing. So let us remove ourselves from all the artificial. Let us focus on what's natural. Tune in, turn up every Wednesday, every Sunday. I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna start at 10 o'clock, 10:30, between 10 and 10:30. I'm gonna prep it up, talk about it. My father gonna come in at 11, and we gonna get the ball rolling every Sunday. Commitment, love, and peace. If you talking to somebody and they answer just confusing you, 9 times out of 10, they're confused themselves. So we tune in, turn up every Sunday. Tap in, follow, subscribe. Chase the things that's natural, not the things that's artificial. And continue to pray and ask God to guide you. And if somebody keeps telling you who they are, you got to start questioning. Are they really that? If I got to keep telling you I'm a good man, I'm a good man. You know I'm a good man, but you know I'm a good person. You know I'm peaceful. You know I'm and you know I never steal from you. I ain't no thief. I ain't no thief. If somebody keeps saying that, at one point I gotta think they kind of manipulate me. They're trying to manipulate me at some point. Because if you wasn't that, why are you even explaining yourself? What are you doing to make you even have to explain yourself? I'm not a cheater. I'm not. What are you doing to make you have to explain yourself? Respectfully. So tune in, turn up. We lit every Sunday, man. Y'all tap in with me later. Wednesday, I go live every Wednesday. Tap in with me Wednesday, sometime Thursday. Let's get it. Hey, make sure y'all follow and subscribe and like my YouTube.